but you're going to find consistency using silver bullet because it's time-based, and it's always going to form. Every single day, it's there. The problem is you want it to form on your favorite time frame. You want it to fit your already established expectation or preconceived notions about what price should do, and you're not following the rules. So yes, you're doing shit wrong, and you're not getting the results, and that's expected, right? If I give you a recipe and say, this is the ingredients, this is the order you do it, and this is what you should expect as a result, and you substitute something, okay? You leave a key ingredient out and replace it with what you think is better suited for that. You're not going to get the same result. And don't complain that you didn't get the result that was promoted by me that you should be getting if you're doing something outside the scope of the instructions and parameters I've given. If you come to me as an educator, as a mentor, you're trusting me enough to give me your attention initially. So why don't you fucking follow the rules that I've placed in front of you? You're failing. You are failing, not me. You are. So you have to change that shit. It's always going to be you. When I mess up and when I fail, nobody's fault but mine. That's accountability. You have to be accountable to yourself. And some people just don't want to be accountable. They want to have the luxury of being able to blame somebody else because they fucked up. They didn't do something right. And in this industry, guess what, Jack? You don't get that luxury. It's always you. Because I don't run a fucking signal service. If you make money, congratulations. You did it right. Well done. I am proud of you. If you lose money, eat that shit because you did it on your own. What do you mean, eat that shit? Learn from it. It's hard medicine. It's a bitter pill. Swallow it. It's going to make you better. It will make you better. It's going to make you the trader you want to be. You think that it's always going to be the sugar highs that make you the best trader that you're ever going to be. Give me the stuff that works, ICT. Fuck all the bullshit. You're going to learn from all the cuts, the abrasions, the bruises, the losses. That's what I learned from. And you're going to learn from it too. But you have to allow that to happen. You can't tiptoe around thinking, I'm going to avoid losing trades. You're not. Because the more you try to do that, it's going to land right in your lap. But every single time I blew out an account, it was on the heels of a good run. And I wanted to feel good again because it was wearing off too fast. The same fucking hour, walking around like, oh man, shit. I made more money than I make a whole month. A whole month of work in this bullshit job. I made more money than that in this one fucking trade. Man, like if I just did that once a month, I don't need to have a job. Yeah, it's great. It's wearing off. I gotta do it again. And you think that you can just go into the market and find something like that again, forgetting the fact that it just took you 2.5, 3 weeks for that price run to continue, to complete and go to its target. You get tore up by the chemical imbalances in your brain when you win, and you don't even know what that feels like yet because you haven't done it yet. You haven't won. You haven't found consistency. And when that achievement is reached, you have a whole new level of learning to go through. It's something, folks. It's a learning process.
Alrighty, boys and girls, good morning. Happy Monday, happy February, everybody. Welcome to a brand new month. Thank goodness January is finally over. It only lasted about 6 months, but we made it. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Happy Monday. Hit the like button if you'd be ever so kind, chat, if you'd be ever so kind to do such things. Good morning, Hindsight King. Good morning, Fairy. Good morning, Cherry. We had Fairy and Cherry back to back in the chat, not making this up. Good morning, V's. Good morning, Abraham. Mono, Market Maker. Good morning, Trader Riggs. Wolf Dubai. Good morning. Good morning, Nika. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Make yourselves at home, boys. The water's fine. We got market open here in like 90 seconds. So we'll go ahead and jump into the charts. For those of you guys that are unaware of the economic calendar, it is NFP week this week. So, the other interesting part about this week is that we have 10 a.m. red folder news every single day except Thursday this week. So, we'll see if there's a super clear manipulation off of a key level at market open, which is about to open up here. But for the most part, I'm kind of anticipating to have a lot of patience in the opening range this week as a result of all the 10 a.m. red folder news. But it is NFP week nonetheless, boys and girls. So should be in store for some good volatility, especially with what happened over the weekend. We had just a huge sell-off in the metals. We had a huge sell-off in crypto. And then we gapped down a little bit. It actually wasn't quite as bad as some people probably thought. But we gapped down a little bit to open the week, and then we had a nice sell-off in Asia session. Obviously, this weekly chart just looks like absolute horror. So there's not really a whole lot to go off of here. The weekly range, we did sweep previous weekly low already with that sell-off. So I guess we can mark it out. Previous weekly low, Previous weekly low has been taken on ES and NQ. I believe YM as well. And obviously the weekly range is not going to tell us a whole lot just because of how tight and back and forth it is. The daily, not really much to go off of here either, to be honest, at the current moment, other than just maybe some inefficiencies to the left that we've inversed. But I don't know if that's really too noteworthy, just because we've been so range bound. We've just been going back and forth amongst a lot of these PD arrays, just reclaiming them, disrespecting them, taking out the other end of the range, and then returning back to the other side of the range. So it's been a little bit of an interesting market that way. It's kind of a hard read as far as that goes. But we're in the new week opening gap right now. And I guess I would say that, if we can trade above that and close, I probably would favor higher, to tell you the truth. Now, the one thing that we've been talking about for a while now, pretty much all year, is this monthly and quarterly fair value gap down in here. Now, on the monthly, if you're just kind of ranging up this leg from, this swing low to this swing high, this would be discount of the range down in here inside of these unfilled fair value gaps on the monthly chart. We know that we're going to go there at some point. It's just a matter of when. I'm not going to sit here and say it will happen, in, this next couple of weeks or anything like that. It could, but that's not our job to predict when that's going to happen. We just know at some point that it probably will, in all likelihood. So we'll see when that does take place. But, other than that though, again, I think as long as we keep kind of just staying in this range and taking out, lows and then confirming higher prices, I don't see why we would fade that until proven wrong, I guess. But that is kind of where we're at. So, yeah, man. Hopefully February is a little bit more favorable, I should say, in the AM session than January was for me personally. But we survived, boys. We survived. That's all we can do. Right? That's all we can do. We had a nice finish to the week, by the way. If you guys, I uploaded the trade that I ended up catching on Friday. I think it was late morning, or no, it was like smack dab in the middle of lunch. But that was a nice little cap off to the month and the week last week. Good morning, everybody. What's up, blueberries? DQ Trading. Good morning. Tyrone candle. Oh, you're expecting a Tyrone candle on the monthly chart? Is that what you're saying? We had a Tyrone candle. We had a Tyrone and a Jamal and a Drake candle on Bitcoin, on gold over the weekend. Just insane sell-off. I mean, bro, metals literally becoming a meme coin over the weekend is just, it's wild. I guess I shouldn't even say over the weekend, just because it's been kind of a meme coin-ish basically this whole year. I mean, even at the end of last year with us going just absolutely berserk parabolic, on the metals, it's been something else. So yeah, man. This hourly range, you guys can see us here. Obviously, again, back in that new week opening gap, taking Asia high right now. Previous weekly low has been swept already. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to point out, I forgot to mention this. This quarterly chart, this 3-month chart, we actually did put in an SMT divergence with ES. So that'd be like one of the only timing elements that makes me think that we could maybe see this retracement sooner than later. SMT with this previous quarterly high, NQ did not take it out, ES did. So that'd be about the only thing as far as a timing element goes that we could maybe see it in. We could maybe see it in this quarter, you know, potentially. So that'll be that. I would say the exact opposite though. If we see NQ trade back to this high first, then it's just we're just waiting. We're probably just grinding higher. If we see like if we see the Fed or the government inject some money into the markets, that could very well happen, but. We shall see, boys. We shall see. We won't. We're not in the business of making predictions. We're in the business of reacting to what price does. Am I right, boys? Am I right? Give me an amen. Give me an amen in the chat. Can we see your settings for the ICT everything indicator? I suppose you could, yeah. Only because you asked so nicely. I just have. I don't even have these on actually, to be honest. These are checked, but these don't actually do anything. I have the midnight vertical line. I have the midnight New York and equities open. I sometimes turn this afternoon one on if I'm trading in the PM session, but it's not really super necessary. Weekly, monthly open, I have the Asia range on, and then I have the standard deviations of Asia range on as well. And that is it. There you go. You are all set. You are now ready to be a profitable day trader using ICT concepts. You are now officially Enigma. Welcome to trading like the banks. Enjoy. Who else took the move up? Yeah, we got a nice pumper right at the open. Not really sure if I'm being just honest looking at this. I'm not sure how you would have really caught that unless you just said, fuck it, I'm going long right at opening bell. We didn't even like retrace into like this 15 minute. Unless you're out here just taking hourly inversion setups or something. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, straight up here at the open above Asia highs. New week opening gap. Again. So yeah, it's really going to come down to what this... Again, we got 10 a.m. news, so... How does this 4-hour candle close? You know, I would say if we close a strong candle above this new week opening gap, it'd be hard not to be bullish. It'd be hard not to think that we just start looking at these highs internally here on ES and NQ, to be honest. If we don't, if we close back in this range, then it could be a different story. And we could probably look to seek potentially lower prices. So if this, then that, but... Ooh. It's a secret you won't tell us all. Thank you, Paris. Thank you, Paris. Yes, we gotta keep something sacred around here. Everybody's out here on the internet just fucking... Sorry, excuse my language. Everybody's out here on the internet just giving away everything for free. You know, first it's your... Oh, never mind. But it all starts with the day traders, right? We're just giving away everything for free for the clicks and the views. You know, we got to keep something sacred here. Otherwise, they're going to start patching our systems here. I guess no one catching the long. I mean, yeah, market open just went straight up, man. That's all right with me, though. That's all right. How's everybody's weekend? Good? We doing the Robbins Cup? Nah. Nah, that's the one thing that I learned from being an ICT student is that the Robbins Cup doesn't fucking actually matter. But no, I've never even been interested in doing the Robbins Cup. I guess I can see. Here's okay, real quick. Sorry, not to get off track here, but the only thing that there was actually a manipulation on was indeed, just for the record, for those interested, was actually YM here. Look at what YM did at 9:30. I just now noticed this, but YM at 9:30 wicked all the way down. Was this like in 1 minute? Damn. This is literally 2 minutes down, three, and then the third minute was all the way back up. What the fuck? Bruh. 226 points in like a minute. So I guess we did get a manipulation, but it was on Dow Jones. Nice. Nice. Classic. Amazing. Wonderful. All right, well, where are we going then? Is this going to sponsor a move all the way? Should we just start looking at these internal highs? I'm going to mark them out just so we have them. I'm going to still wait for this, most likely this hourly 4-hour close, just to kind of confirm this. I would hate for this to end up being a Judas swing, and then we end up reversing back down into the range, and I'm sitting here looking at the hourly and the 4-hour chart like, you dumbass. You dipstick. You dipshit. What are you doing? Have some patience, would you? All right. Internal highs 940 NQ. We got a few here on ES. 976, 991. Yeah, wine's going nuts right now. What's up, guys? Good morning, Melda. Good morning, Reghur. Good morning, Mr. Blues. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Can you trade GC with MFF? I believe so, yeah. Apologies, I don't see why you wouldn't, but why would you not be able to trade gold with my fund of futures? I would think so. If somebody has any different information in the chat, they can share it, but I don't think that would make any sense that you wouldn't be able to. I don't know what's worse, making the profit target or trying to lose money on purpose to meet that consistency rule. Oof. Wouldn't it be better to just make the extra money? I can see how you go back and forth at this. Like if you're only a little bit over and you just need to lose like a little bit that day, I could definitely see trying to lose a little bit. But then like you could just wait a day and make like a little bit more the next day and have just like a little bit bigger of a buffer. I guess you'd rather have the bigger buffer, no? If you had to pick. Didn't expect to find me here? What do you mean? Oh, you're talking to Jorge? Jorge? Who's Jorge? I don't even think I see a Jorge in the chat. The end of day drawdown. Yeah, end of day drawdown is just the drawdown follows your balance at the end of the day. So like with Apex, it's intraday, right? So it follows your equity curve. So it doesn't matter if it's realized profit or not realized profit on an intraday trailing drawdown like Apex accounts are. End of day trailing drawdown just is based off of your end of day balance when the day ends. So for example, if you make $1,000 on the day and then the day closes, then your trailing drawdown will then move up that $1,000 that you made. But let's say, because it's not intraday, let's say you made $1,000 in a day and then you kept trading and then you lost, let's say $500 of the profit that you had. So now you're only up $500 for the day. Then the trailing drawdown will only go up $500 because it's based off of your end of day balance. Versus like with the intraday trailing drawdown, it's really tough because yeah, if you have a trade that's $1,000 in profit and let's say like you just set a break even stop, and then it comes all the way back to your break even, it's going to be similar to you have lost, like it's basically like you lost $1,000 because your intraday trailing drawdown followed your equity. So the intraday is tough. It's really, really tough. If you get caught in like a choppy market, that is tough. what confluences am I keeping in mind today? Higher time frame candle closures first and foremost. Really kind of focused on, obviously as always, but especially with red folder news at 10 a.m. Just, you know, element of time, letting things play out, not trying to get too ambitious prior to red folder news. Otherwise, from there, just looking at key levels and waiting to see reactions and, you know, reacting to what price wants to do at these areas. You know, just like always. Just another day in the neighborhood, chap. Have I seen the new Epstein files? I saw like an interview, actually. I've been seeing clips of this interview that came out. Did you guys see this? It was like the last interview that he did before he died in jail. And I just saw like clips on Twitter of like he was talking about like the financial markets and being a trader and home ownership, etc. So I saw that. And actually, I'm like, he actually sounded pretty fucking smart, to be honest. Which obviously, I don't think anybody thought he was stupid, but I also saw a clip where somebody, the guy asked if he was, if he considers himself like the devil, and then he kind of like smirked and laughed. Other than that, yeah, I saw that. As far as like the Epstein files and stuff, yeah, I mean. Intradays for psychopath, it's tough, bro. Intraday trailing drawdown is so tough. I mean, getting stopped at break even on a really nice trade on end of day trailing drawdown accounts is tough. Like just the thought of it alone is sometimes enough to make you want to go on tilt. But then like imagine add insult to injury where like the intraday trailing drawdown is now against you on top of that. Like, oh my God. It's tough, man. It really is. It really, really is. That's why it's like on Apex, like your main goal is like, can you build a buffer, right? Can you get that trailing drawdown to stop? I mean, that's what you need to do to see some of these people with some of the numbers that they're doing. But definitely easier said than done. Did he approve ICT trading? I think he did. Yeah, I think he was saying if you're trying to be a profitable day trader, focus on liquidity sweeps and fair value gaps. I'm pretty sure that was what I heard. And I said, look at us. Right on track. What's up, Deep G? It's all good over here, man. 3 break evens on gold today. Yeah, this is an interesting thing. What makes you guys tilt more? Getting stop break even and then a trade going to your profit after hitting your break even, or not going break even and then letting a green trade go red? What makes you want to go on tilt more? It's kind of tough, I'll be honest. They both can be extremely frustrating. But obviously, I think if we could all choose, we'd rather have a break even than a loss any day. So, but it is funny how the pain of a break even trade that goes to your target after sometimes can hurt more than just like an immediate stop out. You know what I mean? Like if you take a trade and it's just immediately wrong and you get stopped out, it's like, no big deal. But then if you have a trade that was like in nice profit, you've already kind of like mentally celebrated. You're like, yep, this is good. I'm glad I took this trade. And just for it to reverse against you, and then you're like, oh fuck. I think that's why that's like a little bit more painful for some reason. It's like a bigger letdown because you had higher hopes. Thoughts on Alpha Futures? They're good. I obviously accepted a partnership with them as well. I am not trading any Alpha Futures accounts right now at the moment, but I do plan on adding them into the rotation as well. In the near-ish future, I did scoop up LUCID accounts, the My Fund of Futures new Flex accounts. I'm obviously still trading my TRADEIFY accounts. And then I plan to snag some Apex accounts with a 90% off sale before the deal ends on February 4th. So a couple days here, but yeah, man, going to be adding a lot of things into the rotation here for sure. Yeah, Alpha seems like kind of one of the fan favorites, one of the more popular ones in the community. I think they've been around a little while now, and they've built themselves up enough to earn the trust to, to promote them. So I like them, but I'll have more information on them once I start using them. I wouldn't say I'm like an alpha futures expert at the moment. Full transparency. Crazy how Top Step wants the best prop to worst. I mean, I guess it'd be a stretch to say that they're the worst. They're obviously still like the oldest in the game. Obviously, I have my disdain towards them for different reasons, but it would be intellectually dishonest for me to sit here and say like they're a bad firm. They're not a bad firm. Are they a greedy firm? Now that I think you could say without any sort of repercussions, but I was actually just thinking about this the other day. I'm just like, dude, not only did Top Step, so they screwed over all their affiliates. They made it so you can only trade on Top Step X. Obviously, Top Step X had a shit ton of problems. Top Step X licensed out their platform to other props, knowing that they were going to rug pull those other props having access to Project X in the future. Isn't that fucked? I mean, they actually like pulled a lot of like, dude, there was some scheming behind some of this shit. Like they knew exactly what they were doing. They're like, oh, we're going to scheme everybody here. We're going to cut our affiliates. We're going to get all these other props and their customers addicted to our platform. We're going to take away TRADEIFY and NinjaTrader and Rhythmic from Top Step, make everybody create a monopoly with Project X, not only in our own community, but in the prop community as a whole. And then we're going to rug pull it while charging all these other props, like I would imagine a pretty penny to use the platform. Anyway, I digress. But now they're opening up, obviously, Top Step brokerage. That's been in the works for a while. That's actually why they cut their affiliate program, to my understanding, is different laws that were applicable with the brokerage route that they were going as opposed to the prop route. But yeah, I don't know. To say that they're a bad firm wouldn't be necessarily accurate. I don't think they're a bad firm. I think they're a good choice for people to use. But obviously, Project X has had a host of issues. A lot of people have been really frustrated with that alone, and I think that alone is a big reason to, not lock yourself down to just only using Top Step and only using Project X, because it's just proven to be not super reliable up to this point, right? So that's what I'd say. But for what it's worth, my ego, my pride will say, fuck those guys. But we fight on.
No.
Kind of like that. Oh man. Well, shoot, boys. 9:52. We got news in 8 minutes. Blue Guardian. I'm not familiar with those. I'm not familiar with some of these like really. I don't want to call them like reach prop firms, but like Blue Guardian. There's another one like Bull Knox. I guess it's kind of a good thing though, because you see like even like Funding Ticks even already shut down their operations. Obviously, a lot of people were promoting Funding Ticks. These firms come and go, obviously. That's why I've always said, like, if you're going to go with firms, I would personally, my only advice would be, like, there's a lot of good ones. My only advice would be just go with ones that have a little bit of a track record. Like, they've been around a little while. Like, the ones that are brand spanking new out of the box are the ones where you're going to have the most, you know, problems, I guess. You know, there's no need to be the guinea pig. There's enough trusted ones. Because wouldn't that be just the worst feeling ever, boys? Like you try out this brand new shiny prop firm because some influencer promoted it because they got like a crazy good affiliate deal to promote them or something right out of the box. And then you sit here and you finally get to this nice payout and then you don't get paid out. Type shit. Yeah, fuck that. Days where 200 points was a lot. Yeah, how many points are we up right now? 260. Yeah, I do remember when the average daily range was like 200, like the full daily move on NASDAQ was like 200 points. I do remember that. Oh, good times. Kind of. I don't know. Maybe not so much. I mean, that was when like you never really had to worry about trading micros, to be honest, because your stop loss was never like giant. Nowadays in the AM session, if you're trading like a 1 minute fair value gap, it's not even out of the ordinary to have a freaking 40 point stop or more. Bull Knox has been around forever. Yeah. See, shows what I know. I don't know everything, boys. Define forever, though. Define forever. Also, you got like a lot of these. You know what would be interesting, bro? It would be really interesting if FTMO decides to get into the future space, which I believe it was talked about not too long ago that they have that in the works, but it's not around yet. But if FTMO gets into the future space, that'll be something, because they're kind of like them and Top Step, I guess, but like the grandfathers of prop funding for sure. FTMO, man. Blast from the past, man. Yeah, TRADEIFY coming into crypto as well. Honestly, it probably excites some people. I don't really plan on trading crypto. Crypto can... Crypto's fucking scary, dude. For leverage trading, if you guys have ever... I used to leverage trade crypto. It is something, bro. It is the... Oh my gosh. It's something. Nice adrenaline rush, though. Probably a little bit more favorable with futures just because the spread is not obscene. Like the spread with some of those offshore brokers that you have to use to trade crypto is nuts. Yeah, the FX props are really spendy. Well, if you remember, the futures props used to be spendy as well. They used to be also two-phase, just as expensive. That's why I always say like the kind of just the environment of props in modern day it changed a lot since like 2022. You know, 2022, 2023 still had like Top Step was even still a two-phase prop firm. And then in 2023 they went to one phase. I guess kind of the rest is history, but any OGs in the chat that remember taking two-phase evaluations? You had like 30 days to hit your first profit target, and then you had like 60 days to hit your second profit target, but you had to hit the same profit target twice just to then get funded. Oh my gosh, it was so tough. Dude, you'd be on an evaluation for 90 days. You're just like, God. Oh, man. And, like, you'd want to go slow because they were so expensive. That was really it. Like, I mean, I just remember thinking back. I'm like, dude, I had, like, very little money. So, like, when I was buying those FTMO accounts, dude, I was like, goodness gracious, this is actually, like, a lot of money kind of. I'm like, I can't just turn and burn this, man. I gotta take this slow, be smart. I remember my first FTMO challenge, I actually literally failed it because I ran out of time. That's when I realized I was like, all right, maybe I went a little too slow. But I was wet behind the ears still, boys. You can't blame me. I didn't know what I didn't know. I was a prop virgin. Just innocent. Absolutely innocent. All right, well, we got news in like a minute. So we've seen price basically just go straight up, obviously, since the open. It's interesting here. If I go pull up, let's pull up this 3. Just kind of take a look here at the indices. There we go. Sorry, head's kind of covering ES a little bit, but you can see the difference here on the hourly between these 3. We are pretty close proximity to these highs on ES, and it looks like we'll get a pretty favorable close on this 4-hour candle above the new week opening gap. And yeah, it's just hard for me to think that with this kind of a close that we would full-blown like reverse and just go put in a new low. So I think I'm going to favor upside, to be honest. So that would look like 10 a.m. opening up, manipulating lower, maybe, you know, a retest of this new week opening gap, breaker here, and then see what we get for potentially open low, distribute higher. All right, here we go. News time. Big 15-minute gap. Let's see here real quick. Okay, yeah. So if we were to just take regular trading hours and just fib this up. This would be ideal. Yeah, I guess you could try to trade the retracement if you wanted, but could be risky. LOL, wait, you're bullish? Take it in. Do you see this hourly candle right here? Are you really going to sit here and be like, haha, I can't believe he's bullish. Ha 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 ha. 4-hour candle absolutely just ran through this new week opening gap. Closed above it. Ha ha ha, I can't believe you're bullish. Ha ha ha. Yeah, how silly of me. I'm definitely bullish enough to think we could at least see another new high. Jeez. Wait, you're bullish? LOL? As we put in another new high. I mean, what? Tyler dumped the market? Oh, man. I wish I had such powers. I wish I had such powers. I'd rug pull all of you. Oh, it'd be so fun. Yeah, Paris, that's literally the that's kind of the point of props, right? But it's hard to say that, you know, props are still, it's just such a great opportunity considering the limited downside with the virtually same upside as a live account. A lot of people in the chat will, listen, there's people that like are anti-props and they sit there and they, you know, they talk about the rules this, the rules that. Well, it's like, dude, I'll be honest. If you struggle, if you can't ever get to a payout on a prop account, the thought that you're going to make money, this somehow you're just going to, because there's no rules, you're going to make all this money on a live account is probably the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like, you can't manage a $2,000 margin 50K account and you can't even get that to a payout. Like, let's just do some fucking math here. On most 50K accounts, let's just say hypothetically, you got a 2K drawdown, which is what most of them are. And then you have a, let's just say you're going to get to like 3K, which is like the same profit target that you'd have on an eval. But like, let's say you get to 3K for that payout as well, right? For example, like the Lucid Black accounts, you got to get to a 3K profit target for a payout. So if you can't do that, what the fuck makes you think that it would be a good idea to put thousands of dollars into a live account? You know what I mean? I just say you can't hit a payout. Just fucking say that. Listen, there's nothing wrong with that. People act like getting to a payout is the easiest thing in the world to do. Listen, these prop firms don't make money because payouts are easy to get. Did you guys forget that? Did you guys forget that? I feel like sometimes social media has people numb to the idea that, you know, being able to hit a payout, even if the payout is only 500, 1,000, 1,500 bucks, like, listen, just because some of these people have gotten millions of dollars from prop firms doesn't make your $1,000, $2,000 payout not impressive. But people that sit here and say like, oh, live is far and away better than props for newer traders, it's just, I would just say, are you not looking at numbers? Are you not looking at math? How can you say that with a straight face? Just from an ROI perspective. Now, yes, the end game goal of a trader is to have a live account with, you know, a good amount of capital in where you can make a significant amount of money. But, I mean, the facts are, one, you need capital first. Two, if you can't turn a profit on a small account, you cannot turn a profit on a big account. It's just not going to happen. Right? If you can't manage a $2,000 account, what makes you think you're going to manage a $20,000 live funds account? Plus, they're two very different worlds. You think you're emotional after spending $80 on an evaluation? Put 20 grand into a live broker and trade that and let me know if the emotions change. Will I do the CPI? What do you mean? Will I do the CPI? Is that like a dance move? Yeah, Lucid being only one time is nice, so you don't have a monthly renewal. That is honestly such a nice thing. I mean, the reality is, even with the monthly renewals for firms, most people don't even hit their renewals. Most people just blow the account and cancel it and get a new one. Or reset, I guess, but I suppose it is a nice perk to not even have to worry about it. Has anybody in here ever had an account, like, let's say you bought like some Apex accounts with like a 90% off sale, like what they're running right now, and you forget to cancel it? Because remember, a lot of times these sales are only good for the first month, and then like the next months are like 50% off. So if you like buy a bunch of accounts and then you let them rebill, You wake up one morning with like, oh shit, I just got charged $500. Anybody ever had that? And you're just like, son of a. You're like, well, I guess I got. You're like, well, I guess I reloaded. Yes, yes, damn. I guess we really are all human, aren't we? You know what, dude? What would be so nice if Apex did? First of all, it would be so nice if Apex made it possible. Well, not even just Apex, any firm, to be honest. You know, when you're buying multiple accounts, you got to go one by one. And then on Apex, it's a long time because I'll be honest, the interface is a little bit dated in my opinion, but it gets the job done. Anyway, like, bro, let me just go to a cart and go add 20 or add 5, add 10, whatever it is, right? Goodness gracious. And then the same thing with the cancel. Like, let me just mass cancel. Yeah, I know. I know. It's a compliance thing, but I don't get like. I love our government, dude. It's amazing. We give them half our money, and they just keep coming up with ways to make our life worse. Come on, man. Oh, what do we got to do around here? I feel like we complain about our government enough, though, that like all these people that watch from other countries, like, I wonder what is the outside perspective of the United States from other countries? Can anybody from like, I guess anywhere in the chat, as long as you're not from India, anybody from not India can comment on this. What is your guys' perception of the United States? $100 likes for the giveaway to start the month. I don't, you know, boys, we're really close to 20K. I might just hunker down here and save the next nice big giveaway for 20K on YouTube. We're 19.2 right now. 19.2. There's nothing wrong with India. I was just fucking around. Calm down. Guys get so sensitive. The filler conversation topics is between... Wait, the best thing about Tyler compared to Tanya or anyone else is the filler conversation topics. Yeah, luckily I'm a little bit ADHD, I think. I'm undiagnosed. But I believe that I have a little bit of ADD, maybe a little bit of ADHD. I don't know. It kind of depends on the day and how much caffeine I've had, I guess. But, I mean, when there's nothing to do in these markets, there's just nothing to do. I don't know. So what are we supposed to do? Yeah, guys. Wow, we got another 1 minute fair value gap. Oh my gosh. Oh, look, another 1 minute fair value gap. Wow, we're going higher. Huh? Oh, cool. Huh. Sweet. Wow, look at all this liquidity. I'm getting wet just thinking about it. I don't know. I try my best to keep you guys entertained as long as I can. As long as obviously I'm not in a trade. I try not to. Obviously, I do feel bad sometimes having like a 2 hour long stream and then not taking a trade. But obviously, there's days where you just not anything good sets up. I try not to take like totally boneheaded trades, right? Yeah, Mama said there'd be days like this, so I guess we ain't in Kansas no more. But yeah, man, I suppose it looks like if you went long right at opening bell, you're sitting pretty. This was kind of an expectation though, which I did say. If you guys watched my every Sunday, I usually make like a video going over like the weekly economic calendar and kind of my expectations day to day. And I did say that a lot of the times when we have 10 a.m. red folder news, a lot of the times I end up waiting and there's good setups. Sometimes as early as 10:30, but a lot of the times I feel like on red folder news, the best trades I find are around the 11 a.m. macro. And obviously, the more that this kind of continues grinding up and we become more like one-sided, the more I look to fade that. So for 10 a.m., I was expecting there to be open low, distribute higher, which we got, I suppose, but you know, at the same time, you're still longing after, you know, a nice 250-point move here. And hindsight's 2020, obviously, but price is in a hurry to rebound. Take it in. Take it in. Come on, man. We're bullish, dude. Take it in. He was literally laughing. He's like, wait, you're bullish? Right here he said that. He goes, wait, this guy's bullish? Now we're up another 150 points. Missed a trade Friday. No, I posted, if you watch, well, Friday we were waiting for a while because we were waiting for that hourly gap, right? I said I was going to be leaning upside unless that 1 hour gap got inverse to the downside, which it did. And then we retraced back up into that gap. And it ended up setting up like a really nice, perfect, like OTE rebalance. And that's what I took. I ended up entering right at 50% of the range. Stop was above a 2-minute order block in the 618 level, and it respected and had a nice sell-off. I videoed it. It's on my socials if you want to go watch it. But I did end up catching a nice trade Friday. Job interview tomorrow. Y'all wish me luck. Good luck, Paris. If luck is what you're after. What's the JOB if you don't mind us asking, Paris? Craig Perot. I don't know who that is. I don't think I've ever heard that name once. It's not McDonald's. What is it? It's for actuarial analyst. Actuarial. Say that 5 times fast. Actuarial analyst. Actuarial analyst. Actuarial. Can't do it. Good luck, man. Good luck, dude. Wow. The Bulls are back in town. The Bulls are back in town. I mean, come on, man. Look at this market, dude. Isn't it kind of just comedy, though? When does Act 2 start? Like, just look at these sharp ranges, dude. Oh, yeah. I wasn't aware starting an OnlyFans required a job interview. the good ones. The 5-minute FEG here. I do see that we had a, you know, it just felt like we're in such a premium though. Some of you guys are probably like, well, what do you mean, Tyler? We got a little SMT here on like the 1 minute, which we did, but it just feels so much of a premium. You know, to where some of you might have been, this is probably, let me try to read some minds here. This is probably what some of y'all were or are thinking. Maybe some of you took this and you're sitting pretty right now, which is, you know, kudos to you, I suppose. Some of you might be looking at like this, you know, SMT at the low, new hour, we reclaim this gap. Maybe this is your long right there on this candle closure. But yeah, I mean, if you waited for a pullback really at all, like it's just not there. Unless you just entered off this 5 minute, like literally turtle soup this right here. This is a tougher trade, right? I wouldn't say that that's like, you wouldn't expect everybody to have taken that, I guess. So in other words, some would say skill issue. Oh, Blackout Andy. Blackout Andy. It's like Blackout Andy, but with a lisp. Is today the day this guy takes a winning trade? TBD. I took a winning trade on Friday. I took 2 winning trades on Friday. No love. No love from the streets. I miss Biden. He's a goofy little fella, you know what I mean? We got good content. Not that we get good content from Trump too. But it's just different. You know what I mean? We got different good content. One aspect, we had a guy falling down the stairs, eating ice cream, sniffing children. The other one, we got him cursing at news reporters.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
You know, just 2 different worlds, but. No, thank you, Cookie. Cookie, you know what? I love you too, man. Cookie's one of the OGs here. This 1 minute SMT not showing us ES lacking behind. What? 1 minute SMT? You're saying lacking behind because we went a lower low here on ES? I would say no. I would say we're ahead on ES because look at structure. This high right here, we're taking that out on ES right now. So ES is actually leading. But it was a little bit more of a tighter range in here as well. We did not see as big of a move lower as we saw like on NQ necessarily. As far as this internal structure, you can see the kind of the difference just in where this new week opening gap opened up on ES relative to this low and this gap on NQ relative to this low, if that makes sense. So just a little bit different range, but yeah, no, structure wise, ES leading actually. Or actually, you could probably make the case that Dow Jones technically is leading. What did Microsoft ever? Let's see here. Oh God, no. Yeah, Microsoft has some work here to fill this gap back in from that big, like, what was that, 12% that was down? Yeah. Video's down. Retracing though. All right, boys. I guess we're just chilling here. 10:30 is in 7 minutes. We're just watching this moonshot right now. Probably going to be looking to fade this at some point, but gotta be patient for sure. Gotta be patient. Yeah, shoot. What's the metals doing right now? Yuck. Are we gonna sell? Are we gonna short? What's up, buddy? Gold actually does look kind of like primed and ready to dump here. Gold looks good for 678. Am I going to take it? No. Should you take it? That's up to you. No financial advice in this chat, boys. No financial advice. Wait for your fund account to activate so you can't trade? No. Well, Anthony, I guess that's a good problem, though, right? Right, let's look at the silver lining. Come on. Come on, Anthony. It's too early in the week, too early in the month to be negative. We got to stay positive, right? Right. Besides, what are you going to do? What are you going to do in this market right now anyway? You're either holding longs or you're just chilling. All I know, boys, I guess while we wait, we can yap about some other stuff. All I know, boys, is Bitcoin. I don't think, did we quite get to that 12-month gap? I don't think we did. Ooh, very close. It's coming soon. It's coming soon, boys. We'll get a little bit of probably like a, on the smaller time frames, we'll probably get like a fake little like relief rally inside this gap, and then we'll see another leg down. Probably going to put in a low in here on like a daily or a weekly. And then we're going to see a little bit of a relief rally. And then it's going to be another dump down, 50K, 45K. Then we'll round out, probably accumulate. And then by, let's see here. And then by 2028, we'll be back on our way. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Where's it going? Going down. That's where it's going. It's going down. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. You better move. You better dance. We'll make this night one to remember. Oh, oh, oh. I'm Bobby Mom. Somebody got the reference. There we go, Jacob. Now I need to get like a little gong. Dong. Yeah, I should get some more props. I would do the money gun, but then I feel like you guys will be like, "Oh, you're copying Tanya. You're copying Tanya." I fucking throw on orange blue light glasses. You go, "Oh, you're copying Tanya." It's like, fuck me. Didn't know she invented blue light glasses. Yeah, I should get some good props here. I got memes. Nobody else got memes like this.
Man, you are...
Well, listen, all I know is if you went long at market open today, you've got, that's the only problem, is you didn't buy more. $8.30, Tyler. What? Oh, you're saying you bought at $8.30? Is that what you're saying? Leopard print? Is PW wearing leopard print today? Maybe I should get some fishnets. Well, that's what I was wondering taking in. I was just like, I'm like, dude, did you just like say, yeah, I'm just going to go long and open. I don't care. I'm not waiting for anything. But then again, I guess like, I don't know. If somebody was like, it's just crazy that this ripped straight up. And then at the same time, YM did rip down and we did wick this. But like, yeah, you're just kind of YOLOing in, I guess. Like there was literally no wick down. So, but I guess, yeah, the manipulation was here on YM. Honestly, you catch this 1 minute inverse on YM, I could actually understand. I could maybe understand that entry. I could understand that. I could understand that one. So 10:30 just opened up. Like I said, stay impatient here. I do want to probably lean downside just because it's just been so lopsided this morning. And we are now taking out some buy-side objectives. So to me, we're just in a pretty heavy premium right now. Probably don't want to look for longs until we see some sort of corrective move. But being patient, you know, pulling down into these first PD arrays, likely, in my opinion, to see a hold here, maybe even another drive higher going into like 11, and or just accumulation. So I'm gonna let some structure form. Patience, young one, patience. February just started. Cowboy hat and some chaps. Now we're talking. I actually don't have a cowboy hat. That's crazy. I did just order me a nice America First hat, though. Amongst some other merch. Yeah, that'll be good. Although $49 for a hat, I'm like, geez. Damn, Nick. Didn't know you were Jewish. You know? What does the hat do, Kia Cancer? Hee hee ha. For some reason, I feel like we'd be going... Wait. I feel like we're going to be shorting soon. Potentially. And we're waiting. Waiting on a woman. What are they waiting for here? The market makers? That's a great question. They're waiting for us to put a trade on so they can go the opposite direction. That's what they're waiting on. Yeah, market is definitely waiting for somebody to short this so it can go another leg higher, or it can wait for somebody to long this and then drop a little bit further to hit their stop and then go higher. That's what the market's waiting on. Should we slap a volume profile on this just for good measure? Just for fun. Just for fun. Humor me. Come on. Live a little. Just for fun. Let's throw a... Oh, POC, boys. We're at the POC. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, we got point of control. What do I do? What do I do? Do I short? Point of control. Let me just see something here. From this high. Yeah, fuck this. This rangy market can F right off. Yeah, I guess you'd have to ask the order flow footprint folks. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, we got big order down here at 8:30 big order. 8:30 big order here. Oh, big order as well, 9:39, 9:40 big order 9:40." I guess the part that's a little bit interesting though about like the order flow people that read like the DOM and shit, when they see like these orders come in on like the tick chart, you guys know what I'm talking about? Like the DOM. Is there a DOM on TradingView? I want to pull it up just for like reference here. Is there a DOM on this? Can anybody tell me if there is? I don't know if there is or not. I thought I saw somebody using a DOM once. On this. I could have swore, maybe not. There is? Where could somebody point me in the direction of where that is? Where would a fella like me? You have to pay for it? Oh, fuck that. Switch from order to DOM? Anyway, all I was trying to say was like when they're looking at the DOM going up and down, it's just like, at what point are they just like, oh yeah, we got buyers stepping in here, we got buyers stepping in. It's just like, what do you mean they can't, like, I don't know, it's never really like, I've never seen the logic behind it. I was like, well, the candle's going up, so yeah, I can see why you're saying buyers are stepping in, but like, other than that. Trade DOM. Oh, here we go. Oh, this isn't even showing though, really. This isn't what I was thinking. You would need to see like the paid to see like the further depth of market where you can see like all of like these, the bid and ask. That's what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like when they see these numbers and stuff. Are they just reading this? Like, oh yeah, the number on the left is bigger than the number on the right. So that means there's buyers. Now the number's switched. Now they're even. Now they're bigger. Now they're smaller. Now they're big. Yeah, I don't get that. Level 2 data, yeah, I figured. What's up, Lighthouse? See, Lighthouse liked the DOM. He liked that. That's all that matters. Time is going by so much faster than and I'm starting to regret not going long on NQ. Now I'm wondering why this market wants to fly. It's going straight to all these buy-side liquidity targets without me. Please fucking stop. Don't go now. I'm starting to regret not spending all of it with you. I'm starting to regret not full porting my accounts on you now. Press buy. Taking it. I told you we were bullish, dude. Taking in. I told you, bro. I tried telling you, bro. We're actually more bullish than even I thought, though. We're bullish AF. Ugh. God forbid a trader gets a little motion. All right, well, 10:40, 11 a.m. macro in 10 minutes. This is going to be a wait till 11 o'clock macro, boys. I'm afraid to tell you. That's just what we're going to have to do. So great time to go get some coffee. Great time to go use the facilities if that is something you need to do. Because we're going to be chilling here likely for a little bit longer. Absorption is key, especially when you're sweating your ace. What would be the ICT terminology equivalent of absorption? Would it be time distortion? Or would it be accumulation? What would it be? What's up, gaming ace? You know what, gaming ace? Enjoy timeout, and in order for you to find the answer to your question, I'm gonna need you to go back and rewind the stream. We'll see you back here tomorrow, man. Thanks for playing. SMT at the high. SMT at the local high. What'd he say? He was just spamming. Negative, Christine. Nope. I just don't give them any publicity because fuck them. Taking over Discord? Yeah, taking it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really understand your message. You said that they boosted the server, but I didn't see that. But I did see like the exclamation point name. Yeah, what's up with everybody? Everybody was joining the Discord with an exclamation point name. I saw. Am I getting scammed right now? Is there just guys scamming me in here? Free group in bio? Will JW Trading? 2 of them? Sounds like a scam. Better luck next time. Nemo said, I don't understand why people do that. It's not like a video game where you can watch the replay and know how to beat the level. Once the trade has passed, the move is over. Yeah, so true, Nemo. Yep. Either you caught it or you didn't. See, I said I didn't ban that guy taking it. You can't say I'm anti-Semitic. You can't say I didn't ban this guy just because he has an Israel flag. Proof. It doesn't mean I'm not. It just means that you can't say it. But Just kidding. Relax. Relax. Don't come for me. Some of you guys are already looking at shorts. Yeah, not bad. I'm going to wait for a little bit more confirmation. New 15 just opened up. Last 15 minute of the hour here. Here's your 15-minute chart currently. The only nice thing is he just took out this level up here. So NQ doesn't necessarily need to. We could see a retrace before. We'll stick on the 5. I don't know if the 1 minute's going to be of much service. So BB says he's going to long the you-know-what out of it if we get SMT. We got SMT at the high right now. What about that? Price stalling. Wait. Price stalling at the CE. Wait, is it Leon? I'm trying to. What's your? Are you Leon or are you Mel? Is this a? I can't see the profile picture very well. Is this a woman? A woman in the wild? No. Girl. Nope. Sorry. Dude, it looked like you had long hair in the picture. I saw this chick for some reason. Sorry. Sorry, Leon. Definitely a man. Anyway. Price stalling as CE of the N-Dog from January 29th. I'll take your word for it. You have a lot in your head. I can see how your forehead is as big as it is. That checks out. He has the same glass. Did he really? I didn't even notice. Well, not quite, but. Looking good, Leon. Looking good. Yeah, macro starting here shortly, boys. It does look like this short may come in here. Potentially, possibly, maybe, perhaps. We will have an hourly gap as well below this hourly low when this candle closes. I just think patience is going to be really important here because this doesn't have to like just come down right away. Could, but it doesn't have to. Especially if we just kind of get one of those like buy forever days where everything is shallow retracement and then just grinding new highs. Those have to be like my all-time least favorite. Well, I shouldn't say all-time least favorite, but they suck. They suck because a lot of the times days like that, like you get a really fast move kind of at the beginning of the day, like kind of what we got. And then it's just like you sit here hunting reversals all day and then it just never comes. And a lot of times you end up kind of like preemptively shorting like really lower time frame PD rays. That's why I'm purposely kind of staying off the 1 minute right now. It's just give me something convincing here. If we're going to put our hard-earned dinero on it, you know? Skill issue? Everything's a skill issue, ain't it? SRT, why are you not a billionaire right now? Skill issue. All right, we got Habibi. We got that SMT at the low. You said you were waiting for the SMT at the low. And you said you were going to long the you-know-what out of it. Now's your chance. Macro's about to start. Habibi, are you logging? I look like Thukuna. This is an anime guy? What? The hell? Thukuna? Someone just said I look like this. Hell yeah. He said, yeah, what did he say here? Thukuna, search it up. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see it. Wait. 2 fingers. Oh, okay. 2 fingers. Jeez. No, with the body. With the body. Don't do that. Don't do that. With the body. Well, come on now. Come on now. Don't do that. With the body. Without the face. Or the red hair. Listen, I ain't no redheaded stepchild. What did you just join, Leon? I ask that question myself, actually. Oh, this is what we get when we have just nothing to do but wait. Nika says 11 a.m. reversal. Nika, I don't hate your thought process there. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of digging what you're putting down right though. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Can we get it? Can we get it? Would be sick. Would be sick. Type shit. Saw my short on Friday. Thank you, LUCID. It was sick. You notice how I closed it out early too? One of those trades where I was just like, nah, I'm gonna take it off. That was way too. It was like way too quick and fast, and I was like, nope, I'm not gonna fight for that extra like 5 points, or whatever it was. Taking it off, and it reversed all the way back. Would have been a break-even trade. And then it went to the target after. Crazy. It's just one of those trades where you feel like a genius after. You go, yep, made all the right decisions. Love it. Love it. I wish they all could be like that. Lou says, don't fade you. Hang on. Lou said, saw your short on Friday. That was sick. The next thing out of his mouth was, don't fade me. How am I supposed to fade you? I don't even know what you're doing. I don't even know what you're doing. Leon. Oh, dude, Leon, dude, are we forehead brothers? Come on. Let me check. Yeah, dude, I guess we kind of are, dude. Glasses. You know, we got big craniums because we're fucking super smart. Listen, hey. Listen, these big brains can't just house themselves. What are you supposed to say? Listen, just a couple guys with a couple big heads.
Nice.
You know what I mean? I'm such a dweeb? Good. Call me white and nerdy. Shout out Weird Al Yankovic. Thank you, Nika. See, Nika says not a dweeb. Therefore, not a dweeb confirmed. Yeah, boys, I don't tell ya. All right, close the hour in 4 minutes. Saw a trader who was saying he made 30K in January with only 4 trades. And here I am pushing buttons all day long and blowing accounts. Yeah. Blind Nico, I will take a trade if one shows up here. Mustafa, come on, that was very nice. He goes, why do you have such a big forehead? No brain can be found. I don't like your negativity, Mustafa. Bro, this guy, is this the same Mustafa as this guy?
Mufasa, you know we finally here, right? Well, it's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday.
Is that the same, are you the same Mustafa? Because that guy would never say something like that. Nah, you're not? Well, in that case, let me introduce you to something called the VIP room. We'll see you in 24 hours, Mustafa. You fucking Lion King sounding ass gentleman. Mustafa. Literally, is that what's the villain in the movie The Lion King? Mufasa. Mufasa. Fucking Mustafa. Simba. Mustafa. Mustafa coming in here trying to bring the vibes down. How dare he? Scar. Yes. Oh, yeah. What am I thinking? Yeah. Mufasa, I think, is the dad, right? Scar. Scar's the villain. That's right. Well, I'll tell you what, Mufasa, he ain't my father. Mustafa ain't my father today. You know what I'm saying? Not today. Not today, Satan. Blind Eco. Always bust it. Well, I kind of decipher. I'm like, sometimes people are trolling just nonstop. Other times it's like good humor. Sometimes it's hard to tell because you're just reading a chat, but I try to use a little discernment. It also kind of depends on my mood. Like, I haven't taken a trade yet. Like, if you bust my balls when I'm in drawdown or after I hit a stop loss, the odds of you going into the VIP room go up. And that's just, I would think that's kind of common sense. Because my tolerance level has now gone down. you see what I'm saying? As my available balance in my accounts decreases, my tolerance for the chat also decreases. It's a very, correlated asset, if you will. Tyler's emotional tolerance and the balance of my trading accounts, it's a very correlated market. I would say like 99% correlated. So if there's any SMT divergences, reversals are coming. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the way that works. But, you know, different strokes for different folks. Oh, Mufasa. Man, the Lion King, dude. What a blast from the past. Those damn hyenas. That little monkey that hits Simba on the head with that big stick. Time to close the charts. No, not yet. Hourly gap left behind. 11 a.m. here, boys. New hour just open. So, potential sell side draw would be this for me. But I'm trying to stay really patient here because I would hate to get ran over. Let's see. We did get a little invert. Actually, I take that back. We did not quite inverse here on the 5. Let's see what we want to do here. 1 minute gap here. I could potentially see if we get some displacement down towards this level, we could look to maybe play this. Something like that. With hourly gap as the draw. See what I'm saying? I can't be serious. Look at the 30-minute. Brother. You want me to see things that I already know are here? What, like a 30-minute gap? Did I say I was shorting right this second? No. Goodness gracious. Take a chill pill. Jeez Louise. And it's so funny. Down here, I was bullish. And taking it was like, LOL, he's actually bullish right now. And then we go up. And now I'm bearish. Now I'm potentially bearish. I'm not even bearish. I'm potentially bearish. I could be convinced to become bearish. And now the chat's like, you can't be serious. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Goodness. Jeez, dude. It's like asking a woman where she wants to go to eat for dinner. I don't know, you pick. And then you pick, and then it's like, oh, no, I don't want to go there. Fuck. It's like the Notebook when he's asking her, what do you want? What do you want? Dude. No, I'm not going to enter on that. Bro, literally. This is what it's like, dude. This is what you guys have me feeling like sometimes.
What do you want? God damn it. What do you want? What do you want?
What do you want?
Shut up, bitch!
Jeez. Hey Tyler, you should change your thumbnail picture. The excessive color lighting makes you look like pink reddish and not straight. Your natural color looks much better and more masculine. Dude, the one time I pay a $5 guy to make a thumbnail for me, I'm just like, whatever, dude. Come on, man, I paid $10 for that thing. Or 15, I don't remember. It was something like that. You're telling me not worth it? I can't make you guys happy no matter what I do. I'm convinced that if I had a crystal ball, like I'm convinced that if I was the market maker and I could tell you exactly what we're going to do 1 minute candle by 1 minute candle with 100% accuracy, somebody would still have a problem with it. That's where we've gotten, boys. That's where we've gotten as a society. Not all. I actually do have a very good chat. Just a few people every once in a while get a little bit sassy. The Jade Cat. Why, is he bad? I don't know. I'm torn, boys. You know, I don't know. I'm thinking about this 1 minute OB for a short, but it does feel a little bit like, eh. Like I could see us holding order flow here and still going higher. Oops. So what's the, I don't know, what's the cliche saying? If you can frame both sides, don't touch it, but damn. You don't like that? Join the short train? I was hoping to if it looked a little bit cleaner, a little bit more convincing, but I'm gonna continue to be patient here. Doesn't mean I can't be convinced here shortly, but I'm just not sure how I feel about this. You know, my spidey senses aren't quite tingling yet. I'm numb inside. We crossed POC. Oh, I suppose we did, didn't we? Yeah, this is like basically the same exact thing, the opposite direction if this gives us a change in the state. This actually be a breaker. But we did get a retracement now, finally. At least we got some clear retracement. If you're just looking at this as the dealing range, this could be your 50%. Did we hit it? Yep. Sure did. POC volume a thing? What do you mean, Michael? Like volume coming in around the POC? That'd be a question for the people that use volume profile religiously, I guess. Probably. It would make sense, I suppose. Yeah, maybe crazy enough to try the long, boys. are we at here? Hourly candle flipping back bullish. I dropped the limit on this 1 minute OB and hourly opening price. Gonna see if we could get a fill and maybe try this back to the local highs. Market in? No, I'm good. I'm good until it goes without me, and then I'm not good. Then I'll complain about it. You guys think I'm gonna get left behind? Yes? Nah. It won't do it. It'll get me. Just watch. This new 15-minute candle will open up. It'll wick down, fill my order, and then we'll go. Trust. Trust. I am going to have to go take a pee here soon, though. How long have we been streaming for? 2 hours? It's 11:15. Boys, we've been patient. Boy, have we ever been patient. Oh, jeez. All right, new 15-minute candle. All right, wick down, pick me up. Fill this imbalance here. And breaker, and let's rock it. What do you think? What do you think, NASDAQ? What do you say? We got a deal? Come on, baby. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. $8.40 or no deal. You run a hard bargain, NASDAQ, but so do I. You want a deal? Let's make a deal. Come on. You want a deal? Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. It's like negotiating with Facebook Marketplace. No low ball offers. I know what I have. Or not. Sempi. I know Sempi's just giggling right now. Sempi is just giggling. Sempi told me to market execute right here. Or somewhere in here. Don't do it, NASDAQ. Don't do it. Come on, Sempi. Don't be like that. Sempi, I'm on your side, bro. It's us versus the world, dude. It's us versus the market makers. I'm not against you. We're on the same team. Market maker goes, Market's just waiting for you to press sell. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens here. Maybe get picked up, maybe don't. The limit for me will come off if I'm assuming ES will win to this high. So market, the limit order will come off for me at that point because that'd be my break even. Otherwise, we'll let it ride, man. Let it ride, see if it gets picked up. No, I just don't want to chase, like, if I can't get like a little retracement here to, you know what I mean, I'll just take that as a sign to not be in anything, because we are obviously pretty expanded to the upside, and this could have a deeper retracement at any moment. So I'll be a little bit picky with this. I'm fine with that. But yes, it is a habit of mine that I've built up over the years where I just love using limit orders. It's like a I don't know, I'm just comfortable. I'm so much more comfortable with limit orders than market execution. Not that I'm not comfortable with market execution, but I find myself gravitating to limit orders a lot. And in January, you guys saw that actually bite me quite a bit. And if this does the same thing here, then that's just funny. And there it goes. I know, boys. I can see it. I have eyeballs. I'm not blind. I can see what's happening. Jesus, Lou. I can see it. Don't say anything. Don't fucking say anything. All right? Don't say anything. I know. I know. I know what you're going to say. Save it. Save your breath. Partial W for the nice idea, though? I don't know. Doesn't help my accounts at all, but I guess it's better than being wrong. Does anybody know, was anybody keeping score of the number of times I didn't get filled on a limit this, like, last 30 days? For a trade that kind of did something like this? It's gotta, is it a couple handfuls? It's gotta be something like that. Oh, yeah, I don't want this entry. I don't want this entry either. I mean, realistically, if this is going to continue bullish, this should probably hold here and in this gap. But I don't want to chase it. Ugh. Opening up Instagram, the easiest longs and shorts. Yeah. Oh, well, there's always going to be another trade. But yeah, I am going to have to start getting consciously kicking the habit of limit orders if this is going to continue to happen to me, that's for sure. Because it has been a little bit of a buzzkill. All right, so if you guys are in this, some of you, I mean, I'm assuming a lot of you guys probably did market execute into this. Like I said, my limit's coming off at this high for ES. I guess you know, go break it, manage your trade however you want. I'm not in it at the moment. My limit's still on, so I will get triggered if it does want to pull back to here, but it just doesn't seem super likely really at this point. Yeah, I see that we're like we got this BPR here to the left, this 1 minute. That could be a break even for you. You know, if you're up 1R right now, want to go break even there. I think I would understand it from the 1 minute perspective. The 5 minute, I think we're just safe for higher because this move up is being sponsored by 5, 15, 30 minute gaps. And there's no like 5 minute gaps even that would reject here. So I feel like this should be fairly smooth. So we'll see. Perhaps around like 11:30. It's 11:22, 11:23. So in about 7 minutes or so, I think we'll see some a little bit more movement here. My overall weekly bias, that's a tough one. I was looking at the weekly last night. I was trying to decide what I felt like the weekly looked like. To me, I felt like the weekly looked bearish, given how the previous weekly candle closed. But then obviously you go into today and you see that we manipulated the previous weekly low, and now we're trading above the new week opening gap with some pretty good displacement to the upside, even on like the hourly and the 4 hour. So it's tough to say, man. It's just kind of a hard read altogether on the higher time frames just because we're so range bound. Like we're just literally whipsawing back and forth and taking out internal lows and internal highs back and forth. So to tell you the truth, we don't really have, I guess we just kind of have to play it as it is. We have to play it as it is until it gets out of the range, really, to be honest. So as far as the weekly bias goes, we'll have more information as the week goes on. It's obviously NFP week this week. But obviously today's obviously a good indication depending on how we, yeah, here we go, son of a bitch. Depending on how we close, I think you could be looking for higher, us being above this new week opening gap with the closure that we've got on the 4 hour looks pretty good. So until we get new information, it looks higher. TBH. All right, I'm just going to take the limit off now. I mean, we've literally gone like 80-something%. Like, at this point, if it comes back to this target, back to this entry, probably wouldn't be that hot. Like, we would have, for it to come back to my entry at this point, keep in mind, this would have to fail, this break would have to fail, this fair value gap to fail. We have to fail a lot of PD rates to get all the way back down there. Crazier things have happened, I guess. But that'd be pretty gnarly. So I took the limit off. That is a missed trade by not very much. That is a missed trade by exactly 6 ticks. Oh.
Oh, well, pardon me, Mr. Perfect. I guess I forgot that you never ever make a mistake.
Oh, make you want to kick a fat kid at Kmart. You know what I'm saying?
Why? Mr. Market, why?
You know what I mean, Debbie? Son of a gun, Debbie. These limit orders can go to, you know what? One of these days I'll learn, chat. One of these days I'll learn. It's just not today. One of these days I will learn that these limit orders cannot be trusted. It's time to chase. It's time to chase them all, chat. Ugh, market orders forever. Duck race today? We could do a duck race. I don't have any accounts to give away. But we could do one for fun. We did a big giveaway on Friday. We gave away three accounts on Friday. I think in the last 2 weeks we've given away 10 total accounts. So we've been pretty generous with the giveaways, as I feel like it was pretty needed for I don't know, the sentiment in the community was that January is a little bit tougher for people, so you know, it was probably good. Jolin says, I'm here, we can do a giveaway. Dude, Jolin is on a hot streak. He won back-to-back weeks. So I guess when I say I gave away 10 accounts, 2 of them went to him. But what am I supposed to do? Be mean and say, oh, sorry, dude, you can't. No, it's fair and square. His duck has the mojo, dude. What can I say? His duck is basically like Dominic Toretto in Fast and Furious. You know what I'm saying? And you can't lose a duck race when you got family. And that's really kind of the important thing. When you got family, you're not going to lose a duck race. And there's a lesson in that. Some of you should learn from that. Your duck don't lose when you got family. Five-minute gap as well. What is my ethnicity? I don't know. White? Caucasian? My ethnicity? I mean, you're probably asking for like my ancestry. I've never done like an actual ancestry test. I don't know for certain. My parents told me that I'm like Norwegian, German, Polish, and then I think like Swedish or something. I'm a mutt, basically. But I think I'm like the biggest part of the pie. I think is Norwegian, but I think Polish as well. I think my last name is technically a Polish last name. I don't know. I should maybe do an ancestry test, dude. Maybe I'm like actually black. You know? You never know. Maybe. One of those albinos or something. Have you guys ever done? Didn't Ancestry? What is that? 23andMe. One of them went bankrupt, right? Didn't one of them shut down? Also, how do we know these things are legit anyway? What if they're just BSing ya? You know, maybe I should hit up, you guys know who Gary Brecka is? The doctor in Miami. I did a little cheek swab one time to get like the DNA testing done with Gary Brecka's practice. I wonder if he could tell me my my ancestry. TG, he says never do that. Listen, I didn't pay any. I never paid for anything. I never paid for anything. It was free. TG, you probably know who Gary Brecka is. Gary Brecka partnered up with Grant Cardone. Worked with Dana White. They got your DNA now, bro. Still never do that. What are they gonna do? Clone me? Fucking clone me. See if I give a shit. Pay me royalties though. Money means nothing. They got your DNA now. You're confusing me, Tyler. What are you saying? If money means nothing, obviously you'd probably say like, well, health means everything, right? That's why I did it. I was trying to see where I'm deficient. Well, it was free technically because I was at a convention where he was a speaker at, and that wasn't free. This was back in 2022. So it was technically free, but it was actually just more so included in the event. However, the whole purpose of it is so they can upsell you later and try to tell you what vitamins and shit you are deficient in based on your DNA. So yes, it's free, but it's not because of what you think. It's because they are using it as a way to upsell you later. It's a funnel. It's a funnel, boys. You ever heard of a sales funnel? A full video breakdown of my strategy. I don't think I do actually, but I don't have like a one size, like a one everyday model type thing. So for me to make like a strategy video would be, I guess I don't know how I would make it because I don't want to give people the wrong impression that I'm always looking for one thing at a time. But I do have videos on all the concepts that I should probably do. They're probably outdated. I made them in like 2023. I should probably make some new ones. They got your DNA now. Well, that's the thing. Like, even with like, everybody gets so weirded out about like social security numbers and shit, and like people stealing your identity. It's just like, bruh. Who gives a shit? If they wanted to drain all your money and take everything from you right now, they could do it in an instant. There's nothing you could do about it. Tell me. What, Tyler? Tell me. You know what, Ty? Dye your hair purple. You know what? Why, you think I could pull it off? Go fight for men and women's sports. Dude, what did I say wrong, bro? What? What did I say, dude? Cause I did a little DNA cheek swab at one point. Listen, this all started with me, 23andMe or whatever the ancestry.com stuff is, try to figure out someone asked me what my ethnicity was. But now, so all right, guys, so you're not going to ever know what my ethnicity is. TG, Tyler in the chat said, don't do it. He said, don't take the ancestry test. So we're just going to have to go with that I am indeed black. No, I'm just kidding. You're gonna have to just accept that you are what I am, whatever I say I am. Maybe one day I'll identify as black. I'm gonna identify as a white guy when it suits me, and when it suits me better, I'm gonna identify as a black guy. How about that? How about that? Now we're talking. Nemo says she took hers and her whole life has been a lie. Nemo, you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. Please elaborate. Bro is not streaming tomorrow? Why? Oh, because I'm getting bullied? Listen, I'm an advocate for bullying. Make bullying great again. I just don't know why you guys do it to me. What did I ever do to you? Son of a gun. God. What's my one setup for life? Honestly, dude. Honestly, my favorite setup ever, just like a framework, would be internal range liquidity to external range liquidity. This framework right here is actually probably it. If I had to pick one. I'm just not so bent out of shape about like how I enter. You know what I mean? It could be a breaker, it could be an inversion, it could be a bullish fair value gap, a BPR, whatever. Obviously, in today's instance, I set a limit on this OB opening price, and I just didn't get picked up. But this is pretty much it. Like, my favorite trades are these like continuation type trades where it's internal to external range. And honestly, those are a lot of the trades you guys see, like those recordings in the PM session. That's usually what I end up catching if I catch them. They're just usually nice, easy. They're just nice moves because you're in line with the higher trend, right? You're trading on what the hourly candle is doing, what the 4 hour is doing, what the daily is doing. Like, you're not trying to fight what the higher time frame candles are already printing. So those are my favorite, internal range to external range. But don't get me wrong, I can be a sucker for fading the higher time frame trend from time to time as well. Everybody likes it. Everybody loves a good rush. I'm just waiting to see this trade play out at this point. I literally got left behind by 6 ticks, boys. Why? Just because I'm not Irish, which we've already established. And apparently, market said, no, you actually, if you're going to set limit orders, you don't deserve to make any money. So all right, too far, Ahmed. He goes, you have a Somali forehead. Daycare money soon. Listen, there's a line that needs to be established and never crossed, and you're getting real close. The average eggplant size is the same amongst all race except Asian, LOL. Why? Is it just something in the soil? Like their eggplants don't grow as good? Did I take anything today, bro? Alex, unfortunately, this limit of mine right here on this chart. 6 ticks. So I took the limit off because at this point right here, I would have went break even, to be honest. And I really wouldn't want to see it pull back into this. I'm not going to say it is impossible, but like, you'd be kind of in a bigger accumulation at that point. Now we're waiting to see. Man, it is 11:40. This is crazy. If you took this trade, you've been sitting in it since the end of the 11 a.m. macro. You've been in for 30 minutes. Oops. Wait. Nemo, I missed your message. Sorry. My grandfather is from Mexico, but I am only 3% Mexican. Wait. So you're saying you spent your whole life thinking you were Mexican? She said she took it and her whole life was a lie, she said. Grandfather, but I'm only 3% Mexican? I'll call ICE. Just kidding. Hang on. I'm getting caught up here, chat. Wait, so what's the other 97%? You didn't even specify, Nemo. What's the real truth? Hang on, wait. Don't say it. Don't say it. Let me try to guess. What are we thinking, chat? 3% Mexican. 90, but we got 97%. That's a big number. 97%. Let's go with, let's go German. I'm kind of thinking Russian a little bit. I'm gonna say German, Russian. Dare I say, just for the sake, do I say Ukrainian? Dare I say it? German, Russian, Ukrainian, Mexican. Definitely no Nigerian. Definitely no Nigerian. Don't see any hint of Nigerian in here. All right, Nemo, let me know. Let us know what you found out. AI? Oh, I never thought about AI. Could be AI, Nemo. Nemo, I think that'd be a compliment. They're saying you're AI, Nemo. That's definitely AI. I'm fucking confused. If I'm out here getting tricked by AI on stream, we're cooked. Oh, we're so cooked. You know what would be a genius idea? You talk about starting OnlyFans, dude. Like, I don't even need to be the person on the OnlyFans. I could just make an AI person. My AI could be the OnlyFans model. Just saying, it's kind of like having a bot trade for you. Although, you get it. So hang on, Nemo. Did you ever say? She goes. Nemo says, "I'm cute as fuck, but I'm not that flawless." Yeah, I know, but what is the ethnicity? What are we talking? Why are you withholding this from us? Was I right? Tell me I was right. Something tells me I was definitely not right. Oh, here she goes. Mostly German and Polish. No shit. Ah, I got the German right. Ah, okay. German and a little bit of Polak in you, huh? Okay. That's my bad. Yeah, I'm good now. I'm good now. I found it. Yo, are we gonna... This is really gonna retrace. Y'all ain't kidding. Dang. Is anybody in this long right now? And if so, are you guys at break even? Or are you guys letting it ride? With the risk on. Tickling your green stop, trailed out, break even. USA equals the land of the immigrants, I guess. The one thing that I have an issue with is when they say, like, there was a clip going around like yesterday, like Billie Eilish at the Grammys or whatever. She was just like, oh, yeah, there's no such thing as illegals on stolen land. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. I do think there is a difference between stolen and conquered land. I mean, technically every land out there is conquered land by some group of people throughout history. Like, are we... Like, come on, dude. Are we really that low IQ? Like, we probably are. That's the sad part. 11% Ukrainian? Dude! I fucking nailed that. Other than the Russian part. Other than the Russian part. I got... So, German, Polish. Oh, I didn't say Polish, did I? Damn it. I should have. I'm a little bit of Polish, evidently. But, yeah, German, Polish, Ukrainian. 3% Mexican, though, huh? See, that's what I wonder, though. I wonder if I did a little ancestry test, a little DNA test. I wonder if I got, like, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You never know what could be in me. Anything could be in me. But then TG Capital in the chat said, don't do it. Don't ever do it. But, like, why is it so bad if they have my DNA? Are they going to, like, formulate a fake crime scene and, like, use my DNA as to make me a suspect? Wow, boys, this is crazy. Literally probably would have been a break even here. Generating more buy side for later. We are still in a pretty relative premium, you could say, from the daily range. Yeah, it would have been a break even. Dang. This would be nuts, though, if this just, like, flips right here. Yeah, just being realistic, though, I just don't think I would have not gone break even. I genuinely don't think I would have not gone break even. Definitely probably would have. So, yeah, hourly candle is going to close in 10 minutes. Looking like a tight little range. This would be so funny. Would this not be funny, though? If that limit this whole time would have just been perfect. That's like saying, why, bro, Tyler, dude, will you enlighten us already, dude? Come on, man, quit playing this cat and mouse game with us. Quit being so coy and bashful. Tell us the truth. Tell us what's going on. Why don't I want my DNA recorded on a, like, an ancestry test or some shit? Oh, dude, I love you too. That's the thing. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? No homo, but maybe a little.
Stop it. Get some help.
You feel me? Oh, man. Looking for longs. Yo, this is like the ultimate cherry on top, though. limit gets hit after all, and then it just rips. In the next macro. This was at the end of the last macro. Now we're in lunch. It's just tough because we are so expanded to the upside. I don't want to be too aggressive with fighting longs up here. You know what I mean, boys? Do you know what I mean? Does chat know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying or no? Just seems like it could be a little bit of funny biz. But yeah, we're definitely chopping around up here as expected after a kind of a big move, but I would say if we get this inversion, it looks like we should probably continue to that draw here, this local high. Nika, what are you in right now? Who are you kidding? Nika's probably been in long since open. But yeah, otherwise no trade for me today, chat. I'm flat on the day. This would be something though. Nothing? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hang on. What's going on here? Nemo goes, then men could really say they were hung like a horse? Who are you talking to here? Mackie? They'll put it into a horse and experiment, turn you into a centaur? The hell's a centaur? Sounds like a Pokemon. Oh, a horse guy. Oh, that's what that's called? I didn't know that. One of those horse guys. Yeah, that's actually a pretty accurate depiction, honestly. I feel like if I got my DNA done, it would come back, you know, Norwegian, Polish, German, whatever, and then it'd be like 50% centaur. And then like the asterisk would be like waist down. Yeah, not really. Oh wow. %50 miniature horse. That's funny. What's up, Mike? Just came. Welcome, dude. Do I just trade futures? Yes. Well, I mean, as far as day trading goes, yes. As far as day trading goes, yes. I would like to add probably options into the portfolio here at some point. I'm just not in a hurry. But obviously have some longer term holdings as well. But yeah, as far as day trading, just futures. Yeah, my journey goes crypto, Forex. I did some like Forex options. I don't know. That's not really technically, it's not the same, but it kind of is options in a sense, but just a little bit different. Anyway, so technically my journey goes crypto, Forex options, Forex leverage trading, futures. Should you go long now? Listen, if you were going to force yourself to take a I've just basically accepted the fact that I'm not going to be taking anything this morning. If you were going to force yourself to take a trade, long would probably be what you'd want to go with, yeah. That would probably be what you'd like, sir. Bro, why is you bullish? Well, welcome, Mike. If you're just starting, are you just starting day trading? Like, is this like a brand new endeavor, or have you been trading for a while? There we go. Financial advice. Yeah, there you go. Why long? What do you mean? Why not long? Relative equal highs. Overall higher time frame is still bullish. And we are resting just below some internal buy side as well. So, just to rewind for anybody that's just joining, the reason that I'm not in this trade is because I put a limit on here. It missed my fill by 6 ticks. It went up literally like 90% to the target. And at that point, I just decided that's where I would have gone break even had I been in this. And sure enough, yeah, would have been a break even, to be honest. But you can see it, the level playing out now. Part of it, I guess, happens. A midnight retouch? A midnight retouch? Oh, fuck. Whoops. Whoops. Where the heck is midnight? Wait. Am I? Where the hell is midnight at? Oh. A midnight retouch, bro? What the hell? That literally is all the way down 340. You're looking for a 600-point drop? I guess we're always only one Trump tweet away. We're just a new tariff announcement away. Oh my gosh, boys, I gotta pee. I gotta take this centaur to the toilet. I gotta take this little pony to the little boys' room, you know what I'm saying? All right, ES just took the high out. Dang. Yo, I'm just curious here. I'm curious. It sounded like a lot of people did get break even stopped here or trailed out. Type a 7 in the chat. If someone did actually catch this trade here, this would be a decent partial and or full close with ES running out the external high, but you could hold it if you want. Daily wick. Well, I know, but like, are you calling for the midnight retest today, or is this like a later in the week prediction? Because that would make more sense. We got a 6, we got 1 7. Bill Smoke caught some of it. So we got like one person that caught the trade. A lot of you guys were saying break even. Yeah, I would have been break even stop too, to be honest. As much as I'd like to say I wouldn't have been, it's probably, it's just, you know, when you're up this much on a trade, it's, you're really going to let that trade go back red, dog? I mean, that's tough, right? Right? That's tough. Now, this could have been, I don't know, the entry here, but I was okay with sitting out at this point. The inversion trade here. Could look like that, I guess, if you're getting your stop here. Obviously, could have gotten away with a tighter stop at any point here, but yeah, right idea, I guess. Right idea. Glad that we filtered out the shorts down here. Obviously, was thinking about the shorts at this area here. Probably would have been more prone to have shorted here if you guys remember this 5 minute. This 5 minute gap actually did not inverse until 11 o'clock. So on the 11 o'clock, the first 5 minutes, we get a push down into this lower 5 minute gap, which then rebalanced this range. Basically what I'm getting at here is, had this formed a little bit differently where this inversion happened on the 1055 candle, and then we see something like this, I actually probably would have went short with a break even down in here, which also then would have most likely been break even stop potentially. But anyway, long story short, doesn't really matter. We filtered out this short here. This flips, looking for longs. I got left behind by 6 ticks. Doesn't matter. I would have been break even stopped anyway. So just one of those giant retracements inside of the range here before completing. 618 perfectly. So if you stuck with the analysis, stuck with the trade and the draw higher, congrats. Well-deserved patience there. Or I should say well-deserved reward for your patience. So, all right. Well, as far as what I'm looking for going into the rest of the day, I mean, just got to wait at this point, right? Obviously, it's been really lopsided. You know, so could we see a bigger retracement here at some point? Yes. We are trading above the New York AM session highs right now as well. Getting into the lunch hour here, so I'll be back looking in the PM session. I'll probably lean. But, you know, if this is a buy forever day and this just keeps climbing, I'm probably going to be flat on the day, to be honest. And the only thing that I would be potentially interested in is if we got some sort of rejection with some nice, you know, market structure shifts here on like a 5 minute, potentially 15 minute, you know, changing the state of delivery back down. And then you could look to target these unmitigated gaps that will form. Let's check the 4 hour quick. Yeah, so this 4 hour candle will close here, obviously in 2 hours. We're going to have a 4 hour gap left below this 4 hour candle as well after that. So that would be a potentially of interest, but really I would just favor unmitigated hourly and 4 hour gaps as a potential draw going into the day. But just be patient, because if this is a buy forever day, it's just going to be shallow retracements and we just grind up, you know. So that's really all I can say. Flat on the day though for me, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. It could be worse. Flat's always better than red, so. And we had the right idea. Moral victories, chat. Moral victories. Moral victories. So, all right, man. I'm going to hop off for now. I am going to, I'm going to head to the gym and then get back in time to take a peek at things around lunch, or, sorry, PM session after lunch. All right, guys. Enjoy your Monday. I will be back here tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Just a reminder, we do have Chipotle. Chipotle's giving me a sign here. It wants me to order food. We have Joel's shop openings tomorrow at 10 a.m. as well. So, again, 10 a.m. news every day except Thursday this week. But should be good, man. I'll keep you guys posted if I take anything else in the Discord or on X. And, yeah, man, I'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning, bright and early. Peace and love, everybody. Enjoy your guys' Monday. We will see you tomorrow.
Wake up early, coffee to my lips. Tyler Trade streaming, giving us tips. The NASDAQ hustle riding up high. Charts on my playground, never asking why. ICT moves, smart money flows. Precision like an arrow, yeah, that's how it goes. Stop loss is shaking, but I hold my ground. Payouts stacking while the beats pound. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Trade lots now, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Trader age every single day. Snap, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age.